Hello there, I am Taylor-Alexis and welcome to my channel. This is a safe place to talk dangerously about life in your 30s and other shenanigans. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you. Today we are talking about living a life of privacy. Ooh, it's a good one. Just a disclaimer, I might come in spicy, muy picante, but never of the business of telling tea, because that would be kind of weird if I'm talking about a privacy video and I'm out here spilling tea. Besides, if you're looking for tea on this channel, I could recommend Tazo, I could recommend Yogi. They have really good messages on their tea bags. And if you're a loose leaf girly, David's Tea has all of the funky flavors. So you're just not gonna catch it over here. Stay classy, guys. So a life of privacy, what does that look like? It's not to be confused with secrecy. I think a life of privacy, you're just keeping your business to yourself, which is usually the better option. I think the number one reason that you should keep a private life, especially today in this digital age that we live in, is for your safety. We are sharing everything digitally, and we're sharing our location, and we're tagging the spots we're at so that people can see what we're up to and things like that. But it's always best to kind of do that after you left the location, just because people are crazy and they will follow you or find you. And you guys have seen how this is played out on social media, so I don't really need to explain it like that. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to give up sharing or connecting with people, but just be a little bit mindful of what you put on the internet, because once it's out there, it's no longer yours. That goes for thirst traps, that goes for clapbacks, all of that. Once it's out there, it's no longer yours. Also, everyone is not your friend. There are a lot of bad mind people out there that do not have your best interests at heart. I used to share my business as a way to connect with people and also to get them to kind of understand how I think or why I'm the way I am. But I realized, don't do it. The spirit of discernment is real. And as you get older, I feel like that should just be like the tagline of this channel. As you get older, sharing your business sometimes is no bueno. I also don't enjoy the approach that some people take, right? Just because I can say, hey, I'm doing this or I'm dating this person, doesn't mean that you can now just ask 1,000,005 questions. And yes, I have been one of those people that have posted a picture or two of whoever I'm dating or whatever. And that's just because I'm like, oh, I just think it's so cute. Or maybe it's like it's artsy, or that's my boo, But no mas. We can't do that anymore. Only because, oh God, it's so annoying. Like, yeah, I can post a guy, maybe a sliver of his hand, or maybe that I'm dating them. And then it's like, people really think that this guy is my world. And it's like, no, he's part of it. He's not my world. And that doesn't mean I think less of him or anything like that. But it's like, why are you so obsessed? I'm not obsessed. What's going on? So keep away from those kind of people. What do we say? Bad mind people. You do not have your best interests at heart. Those people can also tell others as well. And I'm just always curious of like, why are you so nosy? Why do you want to know? Me personally, that's redundant. Personally, I do not ask questions that I don't want anyone asking me. So that doesn't mean that you can't tell me things, but if you want to share some ins and outs of your life, by all means, I'm here to listen. If you want advice, I'm here to give you advice as well. But don't ask me any questions. Mind your business. Another thing that I love about having a private life or living a private life is that you have space to come to your own conclusions, to make better decisions, and then you get to work on that relationship with yourself. Also, skipping ahead, you get to work on maybe it helps you to reevaluate the connections that you do have, right? Because if you're not talking about drama and gossip or telling your business the ins and outs of your life, then you can talk about other things with people, and those connections can be a lot stronger, or they fizzle out because maybe that's the capacity that person has. And that's okay too. I think living a private life also helps you to remain classy, because sometimes nowadays it is a full-time job to remain classy, because some people will try you. They will. And you're like, yo, big man, what is all this? You know, all this talk about privacy. What should you keep private? I think you should keep your finances private, right? I find it to be extremely tacky, extremely classless to pocket watch and then also to comment on someone's finances, because you don't know what it takes to be them or what it takes to, I don't know, spend the way that they do or save the way they do. Like, just mind your business. Trust me, I don't know. When I see people doing that, I'm like, ugh. Like, even the folks that go through bathroom cabinets, that's weird. That is really weird. And I don't care right now if this comes off as judgy. That is weird. Maybe we need to start bringing back shame, because you should not be going to someone's house and just going through the bathroom cabinets when you're using the bathroom. Like, what's wrong with you?
Actually, I haven't been in a lot of houses.
Everybody comes to you.
No, I don't like people in my house either. Funny about that. I'm real Caribbean about that.
This is why I love Rihanna, because she'll bring some Caribbean stuff to the mainstream red carpet, and I love it. Yes, energy is real, okay? So if I invite you to my space, or I'm cooking for you, or we're just having a time, there's a level of trust that I have, and when you violate that, it's really hurtful, but it's also telling. So keep that private. Keep your finances private, and keep your next move private. That's a big one. It's very easy to share what your next moves are. And again, lot of bad mind people are what? Out there. So I say always wait till the ink dries. We might get excited, maybe you might tell a friend. Even if if you feel like you have to say something, write it down. Do a journal. Talk to God or whoever you believe in, because it's easier. It's so much easier. Another thing that I think you should absolutely keep important, especially women, because it's rough out here in these streets, but your relationship, keep it private. Oh my God, it's so much more enjoyable. Think about all the times where you have started a relationship, nobody knows you're talking yet, and then like you get happy, or maybe you get a little like, I don't know, a little smizzed, and you post a pic of who you're dating, whether it's a soft launch or a hard launch, and then it's like, damn, I want to delete this because I don't want everybody in my business, but I'm also like super happy. So I'm like, now I learned my lesson with that. Keep it private. When you keep those three things private, relationship, your next move, and your finances, people do not know what to attack. And it's fun. And also, like, man, it's really interesting to see what people come up with. Like, oh gosh, I look at some of that and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's fine. I'm not sitting here. I'm no longer, defending this or clapping back. I don't even like clapbacks. A friend of mine actually told me, she was like, oh, like, I feel like you're the queen of clapbacks or something along that lines. And I'm like, no, I don't like that. I clap back because I thought I had to in that moment, but that does not make me feel good. And then also, yes, everybody should be heard, should be seen and felt or whatever, but there is power in silence. You don't need to just talk about or respond to every single thing. You don't need to. It's not necessary. It's a time suck. I really don't care about that kind of stuff. So when people are asking me about my personal life, I'm like I'm just kind of taken back a bit. Like, why do you need to know so badly? What is it? Like, I've been very confrontational this year. Maybe because I was avoiding it for so long. It's okay. Growth. Let's wrap. When you live a life of privacy, you're enriching the relationship that you have with yourself. You're enriching the connections, or you're kind of evaluating the connections that you have with people and what that's based off of. There's less drama, less gossip. You get to celebrate your wins in private and recover from your losses as well in private. And it helps you to remain classier. Then you also don't really care what people think. You don't. Less and less. You're just like, oh, okay. Or even if they tell you anything, you don't take it to heart. You just take it with a grain of salt and you just keep flowing. Okay? Most important thing I will say, don't ask questions that you don't want anyone asking you. Just think about that before you inquire into someone's business. Okay? All right. So, if you made it this far, thank you. And if you enjoyed or connected with anything I said here today, just comment Rihanna, right? Keep it Caribbean. Don't keep everybody in your house. And I will see you next time. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. The weekly content comes out. Follow me on social media, Instagram and TikTok, Taylor-Alexis, Tayloralxs. And I'll see you back here at a safe place to talk dangerously next time. Bye. Ooh, I'm hungry.